What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA Sports is back at it again. This time they secretly added something into the game that actually works, and probably after this video it's going to get patched, but I'm going to need you guys to go ahead and like the video, hype it up, do all the good stuff as we go through it. I'm going to break down what you could do even if your team is not up to par or you don't have as many coins. We're going to work that out as well. All right, there's a lot of things that we're going to go over in this video, so sit back, relax, and let's get started. So we've been experimenting with a lot of different abilities. I want you guys to know that you can run 1 AP abilities and the players will naturally shed. In the first bucket, most players have it. Any of like the swim club, ripper, random stuff like that, it'll just work. All right, like one-on-one, it'll just work. It starts to get a little bit more intense though as the players have gotten better, and EA has kind of nerfed a lot of what people regularly run because they can detect, right, what abilities are more widely used, the percentages, and they like to manipulate it. Okay, so one of the things that we spoke about earlier when we first started to discover the sheds, right, it was the buy one get one free. You had El Toro, and then you also had double or nothing, right? That was the stack, and I think a lot of people still run it. You can get a lot of pressure with those 3 abilities. It's not something where I'm saying, okay, no, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens, but you can still double team those guys. You can slide protect them. It's a lot of different ways to deal with that. Also, they won't cause like overthrows with that whole 3 situation setup with the double or nothing, the El Toro, and the buy one get one. They won't actually do that. What happened was this, right? I played somebody that was a complete psychopath, and they had a card with Edge Threat Elite, right? And you get a wider range of pressure when, you know, somebody has Edge Threat Elite because it gives you increased QB pressure, right? So because of the fact that no matter what happens in the game, I wasn't paying attention to it because whenever I blitz someone, they throw a deadly accurate pass when I'm right on them, right? So I was like, yo, it's no way it works. But this actually works, okay? And for a limited time, you get it for 0 AP. So let me explain to you what happens with this, and this is the way that you have to do it. And like I told you guys before, if you're a member of the channel, you hit me up. A lot of you guys have been getting over there to Twitch. Just let me know, like, yo, I can verify that. I know my members over here, and also if you're a sub on Twitch. So hit me up if you have further questions. But look, this is what's interesting about it, right? If you just leave them rushing the way that they rush, they're going to go crazy. And the reason that I realized that was all my opponent was doing was spreading his D line, right? And whatever angle he's on, whatever formation you're running, if it's a one-on-one scenario, Edge Threat Elite, as long as you have pass rush points, is going to dominate that left or right tackle. It doesn't matter. Now, this is what makes it actually even worse, okay? For a limited time, up until November 20th, this guy also gets 1 AP, double or nothing, and then you give him instant rebate. So you're getting all of this for 3 right now. Obviously, when it goes up, that's going to go back to 4. Okay, but just for now, I'm giving you guys this insight so you can understand what's actually happening. This will cause a lot of overthrows, and the quarterback that you're playing against, he'll throw it into those big circles. Like, it'll be real nasty, and they won't really know what's happening. Only certain people will really understand what's happening when they play against this, because they just have to be close to the quarterback. And it's going to make them throw the ball very, very erratically. It's going to be real nasty work. Now, this is another question that I was getting asked about. The under pressure, right? How does under pressure compare with that? When you have, like, you know, edge threat or whatever, edge threat elite. So this is what happens, right? Under pressure is pretty much edge threat, and edge threat elite is pretty much under pressure and edge threat combined. You just get everything all in one, the increased pass rush and all the weird stuff that happens. What you'll notice though, which is weird, is when you look at a lot of these other players, you don't see the under pressure for these players, right? When you go through the buckets, because we were talking about that before, you know, where's the under pressure? Why don't they have it on a lot of these, these linemen, right? And it's kind of weird that they don't. It doesn't make any sense, because that's an ability that most likely is going to work, because if Edge Threat Elite works, under pressure definitely is going to work. There was a year, 2 years, I think it was 2 years ago in Madden, where automatically, bro, if the player, like, we put it on our D tackles, if that D tackle got anywhere near you, the ball was just nowhere near your receiver. So they kind of patched that back in the game, I think, to nerf a little bit of what was going on as far as everything being deadly accurate. And that's a very, very good addition to the game. Because now that I know that it works, and it's been working for me as well, because I've sent him on like lone rushes, and the dude was just like, you know, in the vicinity, and it was an overthrow. Or it's like a wobbly pass that we pick off. So it's definitely something that works. So as far as the players now that you can utilize, I would say to grab him. I completed his set for like 300K, even though he was selling for a little bit more, and he's good for now. This is the thing though. When he's about to expire, like maybe 2 days before, try to sell him at least 2 days before the 20th, so that you'll at least get like 400K for him, because his price is going to go back down very, very quickly once it gets closer. And, you know, they're saying that they may cancel the harvest or whatever may happen. We don't know. They might be gearing everything up towards zero chill, but I want you guys to be aware of that. So when you look at the catalog, I'm going to show you something real quick with the breakouts, so you guys see like the price ranges and stuff. Where is he? Abdul Carter. He's about 510 right now. All right, I completed a set for 300. So if I wanted to sell him, I can make like, you know, 250 right now. But I estimate, all right, I'm still gonna make a profit off of his card because I did the set for 300 if I just make sure I get rid of him 2 days before the 20th. If you wait a day, or, you know, a day before, if it's too close, people are gonna know his price is gonna crash out. He is probably one of the most needed cards right now. Like right now, you need that guy, and you give him the ability for 0. Now, depending on what your scheme is, you might say, "Yo, G, I don't have all that AP. Like, I can't give him, you know, the instant rebate or, you know, the double or nothing." So then you don't give it to him. Just give him the 0 AP ability. He's still gonna go crazy, but you have to find a way to get the pass rush points back, and that's usually the way that you keep accumulating them. You could go buy one get one or instant rebate, whichever one works for you in your scheme with your ability points. So that's where he is right now. As far as something else that's going to be happening very soon, in about, I would say in about another, I guess like next week, they're going to probably drop the 92 overall token for the seasoned player. If you have already unlocked your seasoned player, then the end, what is he like, Will Anderson or something like that? Whatever the end's name is, let me find this guy. Is he? Where is he? Where is this guy? Yeah, Will Anderson, right here, right? When you get his final token, he's also gonna get Edge Thread Elite, right? So if you haven't, you know, started to power him up yet, you're gonna want to do that, and you're gonna want to get that done soon, because he's gonna get it right there. Like, it's gonna be right in that slot right there for him. Now, as far as anything else that you wanted to put on him right now, I don't think anything is actually, you know, valuable enough to put on him. So I just left him with instant rebate so he could always have pass rush points, and I play him at D tackle. But as soon as we get this token, he's also going to get Edge Thread Elite. Okay? Because it doesn't matter where I play him, even at D tackle, whatever it is, it's a combination of him just getting to the quarterback and being able to cause an inaccurate pass. That's ultimately what it is. And there are several other cards that get Edge Thread Elite. So what I urge you to do, okay, go into the catalog and start looking and test it out and give me your feedback, because I'm telling you right now, you're going to get a lot more wins. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have a beautiful day. Stay well, stay blessed. Until next time, one love, y'all.